Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be listening to Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles for the very first time. Of course, it's Wildcard Wednesday, and the last Wildcard Wednesday we listened to Something by the Beatles, which was wonderful. Something in the way she woos him. Love that. So today we're going to be listening to Eleanor Rigby. This was recommended by Full of Dreams. Thank you so much for the recommendation, and also welcome to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. I told you the other day, I love seeing your comments. You're just so awesome. So yeah, and welcome to all the Beatles subscribers. It's so nice seeing you, and it was a pleasure seeing your comments on Something. And as promised, we're going to do a Beatles album. So don't you worry, we will. We're going to start from the beginning. All right, so without further ado, we're going to be listening to Eleanor Rigby. Okay, I don't know what to expect. I don't even have lyrics, so I hope I don't need them. Let me unmute and we could go.
Look at all the lovely people. Look at all the lovely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care, all alone?
Okay, that's that's a lot. That's a lot happening musically. I need lyrics. Okay, we've got our lyrics pulled up, so I'm gonna go again from the top. So far, the violin is crazy. The way that this song starts, like it just starts. There's no like easing into the song. The song just starts. Yeah. I don't know what's happening yet. So I'm gonna keep on listening. See if I can figure out what's going on.
Look at all the lovely people.
Excuse me.
Look at all the lovely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear.
That's sick.
No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care, all the lonely people? Where do they all come from?
I have to say, having lyrics in front of you is amazing because not one does it like it helps me to not guess so much about the words because I want to hear the words, but I could kind of like be in it. The lyrics are crazy. The lyrics are crazy. Oh my god. Let's keep on going. This song is great. Oh gosh.
All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried
That's fair.
along with her name. Nobody came, Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
That was amazing. No. We're gonna listen into it again. First of all, let's talk about first impressions. Um, Amazing delivery by Paul McCartney. Okay, tone, pacing, all of it, cadence, amazing. I really enjoyed his delivery on this. For me, this song just felt, I don't know, I've watched like a lot of like TV shows that seem to have like these kind of like old, you know what I'm saying, like Harry Potter-esque kind of like circulating doors. Does that even make sense what I'm trying to say? If you get it, you know, if you don't get it, I'm sorry. But you know, it's very wondrous, the song. Like in a way it feels like it's telling the story, and not even that it feels like it's telling the story of just kind of like how one, how fleeting people's lives are, two, how much effort we put into things that a lot of people don't even value. And perhaps we need to question some of these things. So like he says, this it's kind of crazy how verse one kind of summarizes all of Eleanor's marriage. Isn't that what happened? Like she picks up the rice where a wedding has been. Is that her wedding? And then lives in a dream. Is that kind of like saying like she is even living in an illusion? Like it's not even like a reality, it's like an illusion. She waits at the window wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. That is insane writing. Incredibly visual. Like you ever seen where they preserve like animals or things or organs, and it's like in a clear glass. Like that's how I picture her face. And it's like, you know, as we get older or as we realize that people don't really approve of who we are, we start wearing faces for what people will like. Oh, that's just so heartbreaking. Who's that for? Probably her husband, right? That's that's so heartbreaking. And then he says, all the lonely people, where do they all come from? Like, that's crazy. Where do they all belong? This it's like it's so sad because I feel like, you know, so many people are searching for answers. They're searching for belonging and a place where they will actually be heard. And when we go on to Father Mackenzie down here, like what does it say? Where did I get that? He's writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. Does that literally mean that he's writing the words for something that he will not deliver? Or does it mean that he's writing the words of something and he's going to go up there and deliver it, but it will go over people's heads because they don't care to listen? You know what I'm saying? And then no one comes near. Does that mean that no one comes close to Father Rigby? Or no one come like close to him in terms of like what he delivers in a sermon, or that nobody comes near him? And like Father Mackenzie is crazy because of his commitment. Like darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there shows like a person who's so interested in ensuring that like like, you know, even something like his socks where that nobody sees, he wants to make sure that his those things are together. What does he care? He cares because it's a part of who he is. It matters to Father Mackenzie. I've always found it fascinating when I see people on the street and they're dressed, and I'm like, you woke up this morning and dressed yourself? That's so weird. Outside of me, how is that possible? Like, yes, I know people have their own consciousness and all of that, but it's just like, it's just so kind of like explosive when you think about it, that all these people are making these decisions and that somebody is darning their socks for nobody. Like it's insane. And then this one, Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name, which means she died and, you know, she was forgotten. Probably. And then, you know, I don't even know. Nobody came. Like a part of that is like, at the end of the day, you spent your life waiting by a window wearing a face, and then you died, nobody came, and they forgot your name. So what was the point of it all? Wearing this face, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. That's just as he walks from the grave. This is an amazing song. Thank you, Full of Dreams. Let's go again. I gotta listen to it again.
Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people.
Amazing. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Look at all the lonely.
They start that so good. They go, like that wonder. They had such vision. Wow, they had such vision. That's crazy. Wow.
Look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people.
Which is like, and what I love about how this song is written is that they've spoken about the people as a whole, and then they zoom in to these two individuals. And it's like all these people have stories, all these people's lives matter. So when we see all the lovely people on the street, in the world, on TV shows, know that they have lives and they have stories. And when I see you all in the comment section, that's what I think. Look at all the lovely people. Like, it's kind of insane. There are 3,000 of us now. Yay. It's amazing. It's not just a number. You're all lovely people. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. They are remarkable. I'm sorry. I like it.
Look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people.
It's amazing. It's a work of art.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door.
So much adrenaline.
Who is it for?
Tension.
All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning
That's
his
crazy.
socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All alone.
And what's crazy, I think, is the contrast between Eleanor Rigby and Father Mackenzie. And is it like an accident that the song was written in her name? It's also kind of ironic because they say like she's buried and they forget her name, yet they've made all this wonderful masterpiece in her name. Like it's just like the irony of it is just like amazing. The contrast where it's kind of like Eleanor is living in a dream and she's wearing a face, yet Father Mackenzie does all this kind of intentional, meaningful work that matters to him, even though no one cares. I love that. It's an interesting contrast between the two.
People, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Look at all the lonely people.
It's so good.
Look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name.
What they did there is
Nobody
crazy.
came.
Like this is the second time I've listened to it, and every time I get here, I'm kind of amazed by how the instrumentation shifts. The instrumentation on this is crazy.
Buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. All the lonely people. Where do they all come from?
Amazing.
All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
Second time hearing it, had to finish with a round of applause. That was great. Well, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I definitely enjoyed the song. Actually, let's look at the background for this. Let me probably scooch over just a little bit so we could see what it says. It says Eleanor Rigby is a song about loneliness and depression, representing a departure from the early pop love songs. This is an early example of the Beatles taking risks and dabbling other genres. In this particular example, it's Baroque pop, as made evident by the string arrangements. During the Beatles' experimental phase, their producer George Martin experimented with studio techniques to satiate the Beatles' artistic desires. To achieve the aggressive, punchy sound of the strings, Martin had the microphone set up really close to the instruments. Much of the chagrin of the session. This is the first time I heard that word. Chagrin? Chagrin? No, man, never go look that up. Of the session players who are not used to such a unique setup. This is the only Beatles song where none of the Beatles play an instrument. Interesting. They only sing as a string ensemble plays on. There was also some debate between John Lennon and Paul McCartney as to who wrote most of the song, but the song tends to follow more of Paul's storytelling style. Eerily enough, the name Eleanor Rigby was found in a gravestone at the St. Peter's Parish Church where John and Paul met as teenagers. In the 2018 interview, McCartney said that he hadn't known of that person or the gravestone when he wrote the song. Wow. Maybe it was a ghost of Eleanor Rigby saying, "You will remember my name. You will remember my name." She did good. They did good. This was awesome. Thank you again for the recommendation. I had a wonderful time listening to it. And yeah, we're going to be doing that Beatles deep dive. I hope you are ready. It will be fun, I think. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next one. Peace, lovely people.